thoughts about this map?
Well, the thing which the next thing I was about to ask you is like a rating, like different map. I'm gonna tell the maps.
Hmm.
So, Norway Coast, Necropolis, Xenartil.
What
In
about this
difficulty
in
for your
difficulty?
Necropolis, Shoreway Coast, and Xenartil
All right, I'm gonna do
with
from.
your loadout and stuff. Yes.
I would say in that specific order would be Shoreaway Coast being the simplest. Thornborn is the next one, and Zenny to this day I still say is the hardest because I hate Wrathmencers. Even though I could kill them pretty easily, I still hate it because everyone always tells me, "Oh, Hiro, you just do this, get to a corner, and he just come, you smack him," and I'm like, "Yeah, when you have a corner." But what do when there's four of him and they all summon at the same time, and there's like at least 20 people on screen? You're like, what? What? That's all.
Yes, then he
Mm-hmm.
can be very crowded sometimes when you step a meter too far,
Mm-hmm.
a yard too far, even an inch, and then beam, swarm, and catch the corner.
Exactly. What about how about you? Same question to you. You asked me, but same to you. Which order would you rank the worst? Zenny, Thorburn, or Shoreaway Coast?
Oh, thank you for that question. Very interesting. So I would start that the most boring will be a Shoreway Coast because I'm just very barely light into not using consumables,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm using the Tarbor plus the the new ring,
Netherband.
the Netherband,
Mm-hmm.
which is super useful because it freed me an extra slot. Before I was running it Shoreway with with so
With what?
oh fuck. What are the names of these fucking relics? So the Mark of the True,
Uh-huh.
the
Mark of the True, right? Mm-hmm.
Wretched Ring, and plus adding also the Spiritic Fusion. So in that mode, I could one-shot Cyclops
Mm.
and two-shot Ogums.
Mm-hmm.
But then they introduced Obions. I mean the Obions turret mode. And I was kind of like, wow, this is too much.
Word.
Long story short, Shoreway is no, and also the map is so boring. It's just beach.
So
Uh,
that's like the most hardest for you, or just the most boring for you then? Sure.
the most boring.
And the next two, in which order?
And then Necropolis
Necropolis, yeah.
is a little annoying because there are so much trees.
Hmm.
But one of the one I hate the most is Brawn, or the other one in the forest where you have just like little gutter. You go through those, and you have so much trees that you don't have visibility.
Mm.
And especially also you have Grots, Chomper.
All right, it says, well, this talk kind of answers my question, which was, what is the best mythical map without top tier relics? Because he says, I have a mythical two-hander and a legendary short bow. Okay, so basically, what's like your favorite mythical map, basically, then? Like, in your opinion?
Odin Spire.
I can co-sign that one. Yes, I also agree. That's also a great map as well.
Odin Spire. Or if you have a lot of arrows, go Cavern.
Mm-hmm.
But Odin Spire overall is the best one for the reason that there are all the nodes that could deliver blockchain, because fishing doesn't deliver blockchain. Hero, give a comment of 30 seconds of each map, starting from Brown Woodlands. What you like, what you dislike, and why you recommend it or not.
All right, I'll do that really quick. All right, 30 seconds each one. All right. So Brown Woolens, what I like about it is that I can one shot just about everything with the builds I have. What I don't like about it is getting poisoned by the Watcher and the Shrooms. Those are the main two ones I don't like. Everything else I'm fine with. Caverns, I can't stand Wrathmencer. Obviously, that's like my number one enemy. That's like the number one enemy. And elites, but everything else I'm fine with because I have the OKEP armor, so I'm fine with everyone else there. Evanbrook Plains, I have nothing really to complain about because there's just so many watchers. Yeah,
It's so annoying. Evanbrook is the most annoying of all the four.
okay. When it's your turn, explain why. For me, I don't really play that map that much. It's whatever for me. And Odin Sands, I just love it because my two armors, the Doom armor and the Terror Tome, is just it makes that map completely free. Like literally, it's so doable for me because I can just walk over everything pretty easy because there's so many undead monsters there. So I really have no. I guess the only complaint would be the Dreadling. He's like the only one that's a pain in the ass because he's always going using to the back. He always has to run to use the bathroom.
Yes, you're
Okay.
right. The drilling is the only one annoying in that map. All the rest is kind of like so chill.
Mm-hmm.
But Brunland, especially gets so dark like a Malfidish. You get very much into darkness and no visibility of other. Oh, welcome to darkness to you. Uh, and
Basically.
it's annoying because you have the Slitters, you have the Watchers, like the Watchers, they make you deal less damage. You go into very thin alleys, and uh, and then you have growths. You have to look at every rock. No, it's boring. It's boring, and especially you just have like two resources: the woodcutting
Yes.
and and herbalizer, the gathering. Yes.
Okay.
Um, The second one, the cavern. Cavern is fun when you have a ton of arrows.
Mm-hmm.
Because everything is super chill when you have arrows in there, and also it's a great spot if you doing forge because you can remake your own arrows,
It's true.
and the enemies are not that bad. When you have arrows to spend, you can in a cavern you can use like 150 arrows, and you're happy to use those. But the dungeon is pretty chill. What's the other one? Oh, the Spire. I'm not gonna talk about it because it's so good.
Yeah,
Uh,
Evan Brook. Why was that such a pain for you?
oh, it's so annoying because you got the Watchers,
Okay.
and the other side you got the wolf and the bees that just run into you, and then you have the spiders. And when they block you, and you have 1,000 of watchers and three wolves on your face, your life is dropping like crazy. I'm gonna tell you a story. Once upon a time,
There you go. Story
one
time,
year and a
guys.
half ago, I
Mm-hmm.
bought a Wind of Ash because everything was bow back in the days.
Mm-hmm.
Then, sometimes later, Cliff decided to divide bows into long bows and short bows. Guess what? I got a short bow. It's the only legendary short bow that turned into a short bow.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I used it so much before the revamp of the map, uh, which was this year in July.
Mm-hmm.
I was using it like crazy, and I love to have a short bow. And fuck, yes, a short bow is so powerful. And then what happened? Cliff said, "Okay, I'm gonna introduce arrows." Fuck you.
Basically.
So now shortbow are dead. Of course, the Bone Reaper is much better than the Calamity of the Crow that just went into the sink. Because you can get much more arrows from it. But yes, Bone Reaper is a much better shortbow than Calamity of the Crows. Besides, I mean, the rate of fire is is crazy. Shortbows are crazy, but you have to know what kind of enemy you have to face, and when you have to face, like for example, elites or a monster that like to be on the edge of your range.
Hmm.
Uh, that's it. Did I say enough? End of my story.
Look how old this is. You guys remember like the old uh experience on top, and like
Yes.
and there was no armor back then. This is like old. And we had 5 relic slots back then. And it was 18 inventory back then. Not even 20, 18. So like this is what happened. Like I randomly got at level 9, what was it? Yeah, level 9, and I got a freaking what is it? The Inferno at the time. And everyone was so mad at me. Like, oh, some random scrub got Inferno, whatever, right? And obviously, it was my favorite place, Arcane Pits, which I haven't been there in years, 1 month, I should say. But yeah, I think that's what got me into Lost Relics. But I would definitely say, as far as like, I kind of relate to what you were saying because you were the only one rocking short bows. I was the only one really rocking a dang short, one-handed sword because that was the only thing I could use on higher tier maps. But truth be told, there are some maps I
That's
couldn't.
epic. That's an epic story.
What advice should you give a player to not overspend their money? Like, just I want your take on this.
I mean, for this question. Uh, um, so, how to spend money in Lost Relics? Well, let's say for example, a new player, like with $30,
Mm-hmm.
you turn it into engine. Of course, you have to pay twice the fees
Mm-hmm.
of Ethereum, which are kind of like 7 each time. Once is to transfer your engine into your engine
Wallet.
wallet, and the
Mm-hmm.
second one is to transform those into change, right?
Right.
So you have to think about $15 to pay on these, but with other $30, you can buy a full set of blues.
Mm-hmm.
And with the blues, you can start an adventure, even tickle the epic adventures
Mm-hmm.
with those, and from then you can find epic stuff and legendary stuff because, hey, don't blind yourself, but mythic stuff and
Trans.
transcendent are so fucking rare. So so yeah, with $50 we can get started and maybe loot a feebled bloodstone, which
Mm-hmm.
is a huge relic, or maybe a scar scaver. And even when you're playing the game, you're gonna have like some shadow stones, etc. You can sell also, or you get to get new weapons and new relics a little more expensive, and you can do it yourself. I mean, $50 is a good starter kit to, and then well, if you're a whale and you have a lot of crypto kind of like sitting here and there that is not working, get those into your engine and change by yourself. Make yourself pleasure pack because you'll be able to resell those. So this is my take on this.
I would say the first thing, if I was a new player, what I would want to do first is get all my skills level 10 first, and then think about then if I want to spend money because you don't get anything for a while, like a while. You know what I'm saying? Like as you said, a trans and a
Yes.
myth that those almost don't exist half the time.
Yeah, roll over the game till you find you get hooked or not. If you're
Exactly.
not, get out.
Yes, that I can agree with you on 100% because if you got hooked, then you're hooked. That's it. Then you just enjoy the game, and on the day you decide to leave the game, you can leave the game, and that's it. You sell your stuff, and someone else will enjoy it. That's all. For me, that's that. I've always said that many times to everyone on my streams that I do plan to do that one day, just not anytime soon. It's gonna be a while, unless the whole crypto market goes to zero, and we're like, well, I got garbage, but what can you do? I enjoyed the time. I just enjoyed the time I had with Lost Relic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if you decide to get fucked, you get fucked.
Exactly. What am I gonna do, right?
It's your choice.
Exactly.
Nobody gonna choose for you.
But I choose.
And I got hooked. I got fucking hooked.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm happy. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. I'm waiting for the future because the game is totally unfinished. But for now, oh, this dude is booty shaking on the floor.
Yeah.
What? Something that I like with the concept of Lost Relics is dying. You die, you lose a lot of stuff. It's like the first Diablo, like you have to recover your corpse or something. Games like World of Warcraft makes people like, oh, I don't care about dying. It's just like 2 golds that I can make in no time. The philosophy of dying makes you learn to play much better.
I agree with you on that. Go ahead.
I mean, if the death penalty was severe in World of Warcraft, when you go into a random raid, people will know how to play.
I feel like when co-op comes out, we might be too hard on each other, saying, like, you're supposed to know what you're doing.
Of course, because there's a death penalty.
I just died because of you. What the hell, man?
Oh, you just go there in mode YOLO without anything you could lose. Like, okay, let's stress this out. Instead of testing, you stress it.
Yeah, exactly.
You're fine because you know you're gonna die.
Yeah, that's what I recommend doing as well. Like, if we ever do co-op, everybody should just bring a teleport scroll and literally just, just see what happens. Don't even, like, expect something good. But then, all of a sudden, somebody gets something good on that run. You're like, ah, crap, everybody, take it serious. And like, damn it, I can't. I only brought my fists.
And then 1 week later, everyone will be with so many damage potions that the market will rise again. Because with those damage potions, hey, that's the boss. Usually we do it in 40 minutes. And look, with the damage potion, 30 seconds.
Alright.
2 or 3 days ago, Slitten found a Dumorak pants. And he said on the big channel, hey, who died? Who lost his Dumorak pants? And then there was like a big series of jokes about someone losing his pants.
Oh my god, someone lost their pants.
And I've heard, I'm not sure if it's Marocas, but he found a Dumorak helmet.
Oh.
So the stuff is dropping, but we don't know who died.
I think Cliff did that on purpose, which is a good thing, because honestly, would you want to be the one to admit I died? Is like, would that be kind of embarrassing,
But the genius in this is that the Dumorak is circulating again when someone dies, so it's foundable. You can find it. It's cool. That's a cool concept.
It is.
Hey, mine in 34. Yeah.
Both in Irem too. Wow.
What? You found 2 pants, Slitten?
That's crazy, my man. Were any of those in your size?
Slitten, the Doom Panties finder.
Where you found all the pants.
Ta-ta-ra-ta, ta-ta-ra. Let's go to Irene. Ta-ta-ra-ta, ta-ta-ra. Oh, some pants.
Slitten was there. I got the pants. Not the pants. You got me thinking pants. I got the boots for a Moonjackal when I went to Thorburn. Never forget to follow your arrow.